right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, March 22nd at
Good morning,
11:11. Oh, and I don't want to hear myself speaking. So we are now live on Facebook and YouTube. So wherever you are joining us from, leave us a comment. Say hey. Good morning to YouTube and Will. And let's see, we got it all working right. So awesome. If this is your first time here, welcome. We will be using the Entrepreneur Oracle cards created by myself and my friend Kathy Weiss. This is a 44 card deck with a 138 page guidebook, which you will see down here on the screen. All the cards are really great quality. They are gloss and matte finish, full color, lots and lots of great color on them. They are designed to help you navigate your emotions when it comes to running a business, working from home, or just any difficulties you're having in your life. So, welcome, and we hope. Oh, Kim, hey, glad you could make it. Now that the time has changed, you can make it because I know you are all the way in Cambodia. Can you believe it? We can talk to people all over the world. Morning, sis. So great to have you guys here. Morning, Rosalind. And great. Awesome. So good to have everybody. I actually went and got myself an iced coffee this morning, so that's what I'll be doing. Oh, hey, Robert. Hello from Romania. All our people coming on to join us. Also, if you are watching the replay, that's great. And you can watch any of our replays on YouTube, our website. And we're also doing a lot more with Pinterest right now. And so be sure to follow us there. And I can place the link in the chat. I also wanted to remind everyone that we are still running the free shipping through the end of March. So that applies to US shipping, of course, the purchase of a deck. Of course, if you're going to purchase like 10, of course, I want you to. There we'll have to do a little bit of shipping on that, but for a single deck purchase, spring ship, and the link should be in the chat. I will type it in here just in case. Spring ship is the code, everyone. Just preparing my last coffee for today. Sissy's just picking hers up as she does every morning. I'm just trying to warm my hands up. Normally they're warm from the hot coffee. So let us get started. Okay, so we've got some people joining us, so welcome everyone. If you are just coming on, we will be pulling a card, a collective card for everyone first, and then as time allows, I'll ask if anybody else would like a card, and we'll just build on the reading that way. So the collective card will apply to everybody who's watching, and then the individual cards, of course, will apply to the individual that has requested it. So let's get started. Let me know how your weekend was, and if you joined us on Thursday, let us know how those cards applied to your weekend, and if you noticed any of the stuff we talked about last week throughout the week or over the weekend. Let me know in the comments. Morning, Heather. Yeah, it's just good to see where it was reflected in our day or week, and just about the practice of observing and noticing what we're doing. Good morning, Lori. Good to have you. Awesome. So great to have more people. Oh, Heather, you just dropped Jay off for the first time back at school. Yeah, I bet he's excited. I know, it's scary, all the stuff going on. And of course, we want to keep our kids safe. But I know that it must be really hard for the kids right now, having to stay home and away from their friends. And, it's like a big time in their lives where they get to be social, and we're going to get the help card. Let's see here. We got some sort of lag going on. So I'm just going to wait a couple seconds for that to catch up. We are working with the help card. Oh, he was excited, but being cool about it, right? Can't let you know he's too excited. I think I may have to switch to our full view. Robert had an interesting weekend. Great. Hope it was good, interesting. Sissy, your 6-year-old, just started back this last Thursday, and she was incredibly nervous, but did well. When I picked her up, she was happy and wanted to go back. Awesome. Yeah, I think it's going to be that way for a lot of people. All right. Robert, you left us hanging with your interesting weekend. Looks like I'm going to switch over to a different view, because it looks like we're having a little lag on our second camera. So I want you to know the card I chose for the collective is the help card. And I know we've talked about this one quite a lot. Help card says, the help you seek will guide you back to your heart. So when you are looking for help or working on receiving help, the proper help you do need will guide you back to your heart. So make sure the help that you are seeking and receiving is in alignment with what you are trying to do. So help, that's what we've got for everybody today. Let's look at the guidebook. And like I said in the beginning, it's 138 pages. So it's quite in detail, this book, in alphabetical order. So as long as you can remember the order, it should be good. But there's also a table of contents in the beginning. There's a lot of information about how to use the deck, the story of the deck, and sort of the intro. Everything's laid out for you. So help. There is proper help and improper help. It always comes down to how you feel. Each person you bring into your world and awareness to guide you and assist you on your path is doing so from their perspective. That perspective they bring is valid and has something to offer you. What they offer is this: the wisdom they bring in alignment with your heart, desires, and goals. Sometimes the answer is yes, and sometimes the answer is no. It is always a test of sorts. How willing are you to stay true to your heart? How prepared are you to understand that sometimes the help you seek has not yet arrived, or that the help you seek is guiding you back to your heart and what you already knew? And sometimes the help is in an area where you have no knowledge, wisdom, expertise, or experience. You must choose whether to accept the help or not, and the underlying experience and lessons that help will bring. All help brings lessons. All help brings growth and expansion. What you perceive as proper help will bring about external growth and development. What you perceive as improper help will bring about internal growth and expansion. Both are good, both are necessary, both propel you forward in some way. Every experience is personal and valid. Understanding each other's experience instead of convincing others of our own breeds compassion and acceptance. Receive the help you need along this path, and remember, all is well. The path is, ever was, and always will be a spiritual one. So there you go. We need to look at the help we are asking for, the help we are giving, and the help we're receiving this week. So let's see, let's get back to the chat because looks like that's been pretty active here. Robert had a full weekend of spirituality and meditation at the launch of a new channel that you're following. Great. Oh, you hurt your hand. So now I'm regenerating my hand. I'm curious what the cards reveal. Yeah, it will be curious to see that. So if you are here and would like a card, we will add on to this help card that we've chosen for everyone. And let's go ahead and pick a card for you, Robert. And anybody else that would like a card, just let me know in the chat, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook. I'm watching both, and we will add on to that. It's always interesting to have all these different windows open, right? It's like completion. So here's what we got for you, Robert. Completion. We cannot move forward on to the next until the current is complete. So let's look at that one a little closer. And I like this card a lot because this was a hibiscus plant that I had. And the completion seemed to work perfect for it because the flowers, they can't bloom, they can't get to this point until they've gone through all the other stages. So that just reminded me of completion, and things take time. And all of the steps are part of the process. So definitely relates. Great, good. Let's look at, I would like to read the quote that goes with this one. From Haruki Murakami. Sorry, I'm saying it wrong. And once the storm is over, you won't remember how you made it through, how you managed to survive. You won't even be sure whether the storm is really over. But one thing is certain, when you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in. That's what the storm's all about. So awesome. Great. I love that one. Good morning, Andrea. Welcome. And let's pull a card for Lori. Lori, welcome. Let's get a card for you. So remember, if you're just joining us, great, Andrea, we will definitely get you a card. If you're just joining us, the first card we chose for the collective was Help. The help you seek will guide you back to your heart. And then we have gotten to Robert. Now we're going to Lori. Lori, let's see what we have for you today. Oh, it's right on spot. I haven't had time to complete the work I want to complete last week. An extremely busy week. Well, there you go, Robert. So there's your reminder. You don't need anything new. You've already got things to do, right? So just work on completing. That's it. You've got this. And for Lori, let's see where we are today for Lori. Lori needs a big shuffle, I guess. Let's see what we got. I'm just going to split the cards for you, Lori. And what I've got for you, Lori, is space. So it's this great photo of a river with the canyons around it, the mountains, and the space between. It cannot be negotiated away and then expected to thrive. And usually when I pull this card, it has to do with space that we create to take care of ourselves or to nurture ourselves. It doesn't necessarily have to be self-care, but it could be time for reading, time for creativity, getting enough sleep, taking care of your body, exercise, all the things that you need to thrive. You can't take that away and be expected to flourish from that. So let's go to the guidebook for that too. And again, this one is for Lori. Space. Creating space is a modern concept with many aspects. First, there is the physical aspect of physical space in which you do your work. You need a place and a routine. The location in which you do your work and your business needs to suit you. There is no right or wrong way, but be aware that this is a partial home to your heart. What type of home do you want to live in? Sit and imagine. Is it bustling or quiet, wide open or contained, neat and perfectly organized, or filled with the vibrant clutter of living? Is it in community or solitude? Is it in the home where you live your life or away in its own contained location? The only thing that matters is that you are comfortable and enjoy the environment in which you work. There are no limits or constraints to how you go about this. Next is the spaciousness of time. This job, this work, this business you are creating is a job like any other. It can't be negotiated away and then expected to thrive. Each day and each week, you must set a number of hours, days, and times in which you are focused and productive in doing the work. There is nothing glamorous about this. You are merely showing up. The only problem is that you can't get fired if you don't. Treat your time in your field with respect, and you will prosper and receive rewards. And finally, space is also within your being, your heart, your cells. Therefore, within you, you must carve out an internal home for your business. You must treat it as a loved one who perhaps at times drives you crazy. I'm sure we can all think of those people, right? Makes you mad or frustrates you, but you love and welcome nonetheless. You must feel as if your business is a vital piece of you, or you'd be lost. This internal space shows us, the universe, the value you place upon this aspect of your life and allows us to guide and provide opportunities and synchronicities. Without this internal holding of spaciousness for your business, it cannot be so, and things could quite possibly wither and die. There is nothing wrong if that is the case. It is merely a point on the path that guides you closer to the truth, joy, clarity, and your soul. We love you. We believe in you. Proceed with space in your body, mind, and soul, and all will be right and well. So there you go, Lori. I hope that made sense to you. And normally it's the first reaction or thought you have about a card that it applies to. So after Lori, we have Kim. Kim, I'm so happy you could join us. And let's see what we've got for you, Kim. Gosh, the cards are just having a hard time shuffling them today. So glad. All right. Alone. This is a great card. When you first see this card, usually it's like a response of ew, but that's not really what this card means. This is you are never alone, not really. And just like in this photo, it may look like this tree is standing there alone, but if you were to zoom out, you would see it was one of many. And sometimes it's the reminder we need that we are not alone. Like even right now, we have each other in this group. We could come together. We can reach out to each other. So the reminder is you are never alone. Not really. And let's go to the guidebook for this one because this has a really great. The quote for this one: life is not what you alone make it. Life is the input of everyone who touched your life and every experience that entered it. We are all part of one another. That is from Yuri Kachiyama. Alone, in tandem, together, separate. These are words that refer to a human condition. You and I are one. We are source energy, a universal force found in all living beings. It is in our nature to share the same spirit, guides, and love. The divine spirit is part of you as your guides and our love. Therefore, you are never alone, not really, not in the divine sense. When you perceive that you are working alone and feel isolated, reach deep into your heart, soul, consciousness, and seek solace in the divine community. Spend time in prayer, speak your needs, search for guidance. The energy that we share will point you in the direction of the experiences, people, and things you need for your success on the human platform. So when you say, don't do it alone, meaning your work, we agree. Do your work in concert with all of us who share the same energy, and we will show you how to do the tasks you create on the physical realm and what tasks you invite others to do with you there. We know you mean in human form, and we correct you now and thusly. You are never alone, and you never do it alone, even when the perception is in your mind. So that's a great one. And Kim says, love that. Definitely feel a message that I need to hear at times, for sure, especially now. So we've got Roslyn and then Andrea. Hey, Helene, good to see you. We've been great. Good to have you back. So we've got, let's get one for Roslyn. Roslyn has been joining us in the beginning, and we appreciate that. Hang on a second. The alone card fell out again, so I just want to, maybe that one needs to be more at a collective level for all of us this week, because I think, have a great day, Kim. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming on. We all can be reminded that we're never alone, not really. And I think when the cards fall out in that sense, it's just an opportunity to remind us yet again of the same message. So, Roslyn, for you today, we've got contacts. This is a photo I took along a trail just up the road in my neighborhood, actually. That which feels natural and right will help guide you on your path. So there you go. So this has to do with the people you surround yourself with. Not everybody that we come in contact with, or even people that come in and out of our lives, are there for a reason, of course, but not everybody is going to walk along the path, and that's okay. Like, you can still have friends, acquaintances, everybody that's on different paths, but this is about selecting who you surround yourself with, but also their effects on your own path. So let's go to the guidebook also for this one. Contacts has a great, let's see the quote for this one. Google can bring you back 100,000 answers. A librarian can bring you back the right one. So that's interesting, right? So when you think about the people that you're around, it reminds me of when I was younger and it felt like you had hundreds of friends, right? And then as you get older, in your 20s and 30s, it feels like the number sort of goes down a little bit. But to me, it went from quantity to quality. And not that I don't still have those friends, but your core group of people sort of gets more concentrated and qualified in that way. And that's what I think this card is about. So I think for you, just pay attention. Not only, remember, we have the help card for everybody, because this is about receiving and giving help that is aligned with what you already know or in alignment with your heart. And that has to do with this path that you're on. So choosing what help to accept and from who. So Rosalind, I hope that gave you some great insight today. And let's pull one for Andrea. And Andrea, I believe this will be your first time getting a card. And let's see what we've got for you. Let's see here. So in keeping in mind, we are not alone. There is help out there if we choose to give it and receive it. And we have a choice, and it matters if it's in alignment with our path or not. And I think I'm going to split the cards for you today. You're welcome, Rosalind. And we've got the Giving card, which is a great sunset photo that I took. I believe this one was in the Galapagos. Just about you are giving your heart to the world through creative expression. So this has to do with whatever it is that you are choosing to create, whether it's your business or your life or in your family or whatever it is. Just remember that this is part of your giving, and what you're giving is actually sort of a representation of yourself and your heart. And we will go to the guidebook again. Giving. Hold your hands out. Great. The collective card spoke to you. Great. Perfect. Hold your hands out, hold them steady, hold them open. You are giving your heart to the world through the creative expression that flows through your hands. Your eyes are the window to your soul and the world. Through them, you perceive many great things. You absorb them into your cells, your body, and the fabric of your journey. No one has seen, heard, learned, created, and acknowledged the world exactly as you do. Your task is to give this back, to repackage your experiences into the projects, processes, and presentations you are called to create. What you are doing is giving to the next person a piece of their fabric, a thread in their tapestry, without which they could not create what is theirs to create. You cannot hold back your ability to give. You will earn rewards in many ways. Some will be financial, and we know this to be your primary motivator. This, we understand, is reasonable, necessary, and right. Money is a gift from the heavens above, so that you can trade much more than the goods produced as essential for survival. But there will be other rewards as well: time, connection, lessons learned, soul growth, and expansion. If your giving does not result in monetary reward, we say unto you this: take pause and reflect. Where is the reward? All giving gets rewarded in some way. You must excavate it and mine that goodness for yourself. For these contribute to your fabric, making your tapestry richer, and completes the process that elevates what you give to the next higher level. There you go. Oh, thank you, Robert. Thank you. I hope that was great for you, Andrea, and welcome to our live. Great to have you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Anybody else would like a card? I have time for one more. So whoever comments first, you're getting it. Let me know. Who would like the last card of the day? And don't forget, you could purchase your deck and pull your cards at any time by going to entrepreneuraoracle.com and purchasing your deck. Okay, Heather, looks like you'll get one, and let's get Helene one as well. Looks like you guys came in at exactly the same time. Heather, Expectations. I love this card. This is a picture of the New River Gorge Bridge here in West Virginia. And the bridge to me symbolized the difference between reality and expectations and sort of bridging the gap between the two. Expectations are vibrational output and the results you receive back. So here is expectations. And creating expectations or bridging the gap between that and reality. Let's see. Expectations are yours to hold in honesty with your heart. Your expectations are a piece of your vibrational output and the results you receive back as part of the law of attraction. This is a multi-layered situation. Your expectations can be high, low, just right, confusing. They can contribute to your success and your failure. They always add to your learning. What are your expectations and, more importantly, your results teaching you? Where do you need to focus more? Did you deliver all that you promised? Were you sloppy, lazy, not truly performing up to your potential? What is holding you back? Expectations can lead to frustrations. Many of you live in an arena of high expectation and rapid growth, reward, and result. You do not think you have to put in the effort to receive results. You are unclear on what it means to have a life path. You do not understand that your business is in your life as your teacher. Financial and status results, or the lack thereof, are your teacher. Are you taking inspired action? Are you showing up and doing things you said you were going to do? Are you in alignment with the results you are anticipating? So it's like a check on yourself. Are you creating expectations? Are you making the effort to fulfill the expectations? Are you setting yourself up for expectations that are unachievable? That's something you'll have to ask yourself. So let's get one more for Helene before we sign off. Great readings today, guys. Really appreciate you guys all being here. Create. Trust that what you create is good, valuable, and necessary. So I like this picture a lot too because it's all green because it's different plant lives. There's some water in there. There's flowers, trees, everything. And basically to create this photo, we needed all the pieces. All of it is good, all of it is valuable, and all of it is necessary. So let's just read a little bit from there. And I feel like, Helene, that has sort of been your vibe the couple times you have been on here about creating and about not worrying about what other people think and just get out there and do it. So I think let's keep that as a reminder to yourself. Poetry book coming. There you go. Keep going. Create or creation or creativity means to bring something into the world that has not been or existed yet. It could be a meal, a conversation, a business, an understanding, all of it. Anything that has not existed before that arises from in you, you create. Your business is yours to create, and this is where deep trust and confidence comes in. Yes, you can look to others for guidance, support, ideas, and inspiration, but choose wisely from those who have succeeded in meaningful ways and use discretion, so they do not dictate what you do, but instead show you how to breathe life into what is yours. Choose wisely in aligning yourself with those who believe in you and do not wish to squash or harm you with their ego or their ways. Creation moves from deep within. When you let go of outcomes and surrender to the process of going deeper into yourself, what wants and needs to come out will come out. When it feels good, it is aligned. And it goes into a little bit more, but oh, you're in the final production. Great. So just keep going. That final stage, I know, like with creating these cards and bringing it all together, that can kind of be like the scariest part because you're about to put yourself, in a sense, through your project out into the world and can be a little intimidating. the way people might accept it or not accept it, right? So I think what this is saying is there are people that will find what you are doing valuable and good and you are creating. So just keep going and doing it. So great. I'm so glad you were here and that you could hear that. Give you a little bit motivation to finish up your project. And I hope that when you do, it is scary. I understand totally. Our deck is self-published, self-funded, all of it. So not knowing if you're going to sell any or how people are going to take it, you just don't know. But when you believe in yourself and what you are doing and you stay aligned, then the path just goes. So yes, just do it anyway. If it wasn't scary, I would say push yourself more. So I hope you guys got some great insight today, and I really appreciate everybody being here. And I hope to see you back. Thank you, Andrea. Blessings to you too. Yes, self-funded, right? Because that can be hard in itself. So I hope to see you back Thursday, same time, 11:11. And pay attention to help this week. And if I chose a card for you, pay attention to where that shows up. And then if you can make it back Thursday, I'd love to hear where it showed up in your week. And make sure to get yourself your own deck, and you can pull these cards at any time, entrepreneurauracle.com. And remember, spring ship just through the end of the month. For ordering your deck, you will get free shipping. So have a great week, everybody. Again, thanks for being here. And I hope you have an excellent day, excellent week. And I hope your coffee is strong. See you guys Thursday. Thanks so much for being here.